What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we're back with another Transformers TCG Rules Roundup. Now, I know it's been a couple of minutes since we did one of these. I don't think they had one last week. Not just being lazy. They do a Rules Roundup. I do a video showing you the pertinent rules. Now, there are a couple of rules in this week's Rules Roundup that we have covered in previous videos. So, unless we've got a whole bunch of time, which I don't think we will, I'm not going to bother repeating them because I want you guys watching the video to get a whole bunch of new information. I link a bunch of these in the description of this video, but you can always go back and check them all out on the channel. So, if you ever want an evening of digging through Transformers, or even a couple hours really, digging through rulings, I got your back. So, starting off then, Alpha Trion and Raider Cindersaw. They refer to coloured cards. So if we have a look at Alpha Trion, when you flip for attack in bot mode, you may play one of the blue actions flipped, and when you flip into alt mode, you may return an orange action from your scrap pile to your hand. Similarly, if we have a little bit of a look at Raider Cindersaw, when you flip into alt mode, you are allowed to play an action with an orange icon. And the question is, what exactly do they mean? And the answer is that orange cards have at least one orange icon. Blue cards have at least one blue icon. So rollout would be both a blue and an orange card, whereas Energon Axe would only be a blue. There we go. Job's a good un. So, Infiltrate. Infiltrate is a great new card. It's one of these new secret actions. And secret actions are revealed when something happens. Well, Infiltrate is revealed on your opponent's turn when they play an action with an orange icon. So what happens if they play a secret action with an orange icon? Do you reveal or not? And the answer is no. No, you don't reveal. And the reason is secret actions, and you can probably guess this by the name, they are secret. You're not allowed to know what your opponent is playing down. In order for you to know whether your opponent was playing a secret action with an orange icon or not, you would have to look at it when it was played. Except they're secret actions. You're not allowed to look at them when they're played. So to put it another way, if you've got an Infiltrate down, you put it down on your turn. It goes to your opponent's turn. If they then play a secret action with an orange icon, they get to play it and you don't get to reveal and use Infiltrate because you don't know it's got an orange icon. Good question, that one. So Optimus Prime Battlefield Legend, it wouldn't be a rules roundup without Optimus Prime Battlefield Legend and his infamous skill whereby when you are attacking, after you finish flipping for attacks, before your opponent flips for defense, you may play an action you flipped. So what happens if you've got Inverted on you? Inverted is an upgrade that basically flicks orange icons to blue and blue icons to orange. And then you flip Security Checkpoint while you're attacking, and you choose to play Security Checkpoint. Security Checkpoint basically scraps all upgrades from both players' hands. But what happens if we've got the previously mentioned Infiltrate down? Is it an orange icon or not? And the answer is yes, it would trigger. Because while Optimus Prime Battlefield Legend is battling, the blue icon on Security Checkpoint is orange. We just treat it as if it is orange. And if your opponent has an Infiltrate down, then their opponent, you, is playing an orange icon battle card. So it comes around. How cool is that? Very cool. So Captain Ironhide, we previously ruled, now this has got a really nice skill, whereby when you attack, if you've got a weapon on there, you may swap any weapon on him for a blue weapon from your hand. And we previously ruled that Energon Axe could only be used in this way if Captain Ironhide was damaged. Essentially, Energon Axe can only be put onto a damaged character. If Captain Ironhide wasn't, we'd go to swap it, notice he wasn't damaged, and then we wouldn't be able to swap it. Okay. But what if it's not Captain Ironhide? What if it's Quartermaster? Quartermaster is one of the new cards which is going to be coming out in Wave 3. A very, very exciting new card if you ask me. And one of the things it allows you to do is move and upgrade from one of your characters to another one. What if you're trying to move Energon Axe to an undamaged character? Same deal. Energon Axe can only be put onto damaged characters, no matter how you're trying to move it. There we go. Backup Bag. Now, Backup Bag is a really fun new card. Backup Bag says, if one of your cards would cause a weapon or armor to be scrapped from the upgraded character, scrap this card instead. Now, in the video, we talked about cards that scrap themselves. Force Field, when you're attacked and would take 5 or more damage, and Grenade Launcher just when you attack. And it has been asked, well, what happened with Backup Bag? Same deal. If it's Force Field, you take 4 damage and Backup Bag goes away. Essentially, Backup Bag in this scenario lets you use the same Force Field twice. And Grenade Launcher, you attack, but then Backup Bag falls off. So you would be able to use the same Grenade Launcher twice. Cool. So let's say we've got Bumblebee Legendary Warrior in bot mode to start the turn. You then play Rollout. It could be any card that flips, but the rule in question was Rollout, so let's go with that. Which flips Bumblebee into ult mode. Now, when you flip Bumblebee Legendary Warrior into ult mode, a skill activates, and this character can attack untapped enemies as though they were tapped. But that's your action for the turn. You've still got your flip for the turn. So if you flip back into bot mode, can you then take advantage of the higher base attack, and hopefully higher attack if he's the only character left on the battlefield? I say hopefully, it could be bad if he's the only one left, you might be losing, but hey ho. Can you then use the higher attack bot mode to attack untapped characters? And the answer is yes. Because Bumblebee Legendary Warrior lets this character attack untapped enemies until the end of the turn. It doesn't matter what mode you're in, as long as it's Bumblebee Legendary Warrior, you can attack untapped characters until the end of the turn. Now, we do have a fairly awkward, complicated Volcanicus ruling. What other rulings are there? So let's say you've got Wave 1 Dinobot Sludge, Wave 2 Grimlock, and Dinobot Swoop. Now, you use Grimlock to bring all the other Wave 2 Dinobots into the KO area. That is, of course, what Grimlock does. When you attack in bot mode, you get to bring a Dinobot you own from outside the game and put it in your KO area. Cool. And then Grimlock is KO'd, and Sludge is the only card left on the battlefield in bot mode. On my turn, I play Dinobot Enigma and flip Dinobot Sludge. And remember, when you flip Dinobot Sludge into ult mode, you get to move all the damage over. Does this work? Well, in the first scenario, Volcanicus appears on the battlefield with 55 damage counters on him. And then, yeah, of course you can heal him with Sludge. We've known this for a little while. Dinobot Sludge, when you flip it into ult mode, you move any number of damage counters from your other Dinobots to this one. So as long as you've got Volcanicus on the field, and then you flip Sludge into ult mode, this will work. But what happens if you play a Brainstorm, which allows you to play 2 actions during your turn? Then you play I Still Function to bring back one of your Dinobots, and then a Dinobot Enigma, and then you flip Dinobot Sludge. The problem here is that I Still Function KOs the character you got back at the end of the turn. And if you take a Dinobot, let's say Swoop, and you bring it back with I Still Function, it is getting KO'd at the end of the turn. And even though you combine it into Volcanicus, you still get KO'd at the end of the turn. So even if you repair with Dinobot Sludge, it's not going to work, unfortunately. Because I Still Function very clearly knocks out the recovered character at the end of your turn. Now, if you get Volcanicus back and you I Still Function Dinobot Sludge, then you can heal and you're fine. But unfortunately, if you've got Sludge on the field and you I Still Function and then you go Dinobot Enigma, it's not going to work, ladies and gentlemen. It'll work for a turn. You'll have Volcanicus for a turn, but that will be all. And then finally, you attack with Autobot Cosmos in bot form, bot mode, and you've got 2 cards left in your deck. They're both orange. Do I shuffle the deck because there are 0 cards, or do I reshuffle on my opponent's turn when I'm forced to draw? And the rule in Transformers is very simple. The second you run out of cards in your deck, you shuffle up your discard pile to become your deck. Now that is different to Keyforge, which we also cover a lot on this channel. When you're in Keyforge, you do not reshuffle your discard pile into your deck until you have to draw a card. So there we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, those are our rulings for this week. And you know if there's a ruling roundup this week, I'll be back in a couple of days. For now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about all of these rules. Which ones of them are going to help you? Which one of them do you not like? Let me know in the comment section. Go nuts, be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, and follow me on Twitter at the Wossy, where we talk about games like Transformers and Keyforge and all the other fun ones. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays.